Hello, it's Sean Sands back with more Stellaris. Oh, bad news. There was some sort of weird bug, weird crash that happened at the end of the last game. I mean, I had the game up and everything, and we were right at the end, and then it was like somebody force quit the program. It just ended before it could save. So our fleet's back. Is the long and short of that. I think it's back. Yeah, this right here, don't click this. Don't click delete template unless you know what you're doing. Because it can go real bad. This is weird that it doesn't seem to recognize what all is in. Like, it feels like there's a bug or something happening here. Like it doesn't, it's like it doesn't recognize that this is a fleet. Is it? I don't quite get it. I don't get what's going on here. Yeah, that's weird. See, it's like it sees it as something else. If I split, what happens if I split this fleet? What does the fleet manager say? Okay, it recognizes there's 2, 6, 8 in that fleet. 8 ships. Neither of these has 8 ships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each of them has a bunch more than that. I cannot figure out what this thing thinks is happening. I can't figure out if this is just me misunderstanding the fleet manager. How many ships do I have? Okay, I have 4 of the... Wait. I have 4 Annihilator class cruisers, 9 destroyers, 10 corvettes, and 4 Marauder corvettes. 10 of 2. 4 of 3. So, if I got rid of these, what happens? So that's... Did I lose a corvette? Said I had 4, right? Do I still have 4? Now it says I have 4 of 4. I need 9 of 5 destroy. 9 of 5. 9. I know this is super not exciting, but I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. Oh, that's not ideal. How many corvettes do we have? 10 Marauder class corvettes. So 10 of 10 and 4 of 2. All right, so this is weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. All right, if I start removing some, well, let's just send them to the closest star base to repair. And we'll see what happens. Maybe something will change when they're actually at the star base, and maybe it'll reinitialize, because that's just, I don't get it. Last time we continued to beat up on the Thombolans. We went to war with them. I believe somebody was at war with them.
Research concluded.
We have our naval capacity increase. That's good. Nothing confusing there. We're fine on hydroponics as usual. Clone army and clone vats. Interesting. Might do the gene modification. We got... Is that it? Yeah, this will give us our ship upkeep reduction. We have a ton of money we're floating here. And we can do an ascension perk again. Enigmatic engineering, sensor range. I don't understand the purpose of sensor range. Make it easier to build robots. Fleet command, naval capacity. Starbase damage and platforms, clear blockers, core systems, edict duration, and subject integration influence. Thinking about we've mostly expanded. This is probably better to get earlier on. I'm thinking about starbase damage a bit. Edict duration might actually be good. We should really be thinking about, yeah, let's try that. In fact, let's go look at edicts. Production targets, we don't really need. Farming subsidies, research grants. I do want research grants. So we'll go 93, 85, 68 becomes nothing. It doesn't change. Oh, because it's just a research speed reduction. It's not an increase in the actual research. Growth speed, consumer good cost might be nice. Education campaigns, leader experience gain. Let's be building some stuff. Let's go back to working on our planets. We will keep boosting. Now get back on that Unity. I don't mind boosting that stuff. Spend a good bit of money doing that. We can start clearing some of these blockers now. Let's clear this one. And let's go ahead and clear that. Go ahead and spend some of our hard-earned cash here. And we will increase that. Great. So what's our short/long-term concluded? How are these balanced out? God, that's gross. It's just disgusting. Sanctuary. Is this still a dangerous system? Yeah, it sure is. Gonna still be a while till we can take care of any of this stuff. We've got research, so flat cannons I don't really care that much about. Battleships. Let's just go ahead and 109 months, but how can we boost up our... Well, one way we can do that is start putting our construction ships to better use. Do we want to build another construction ship? Is it worth it? I don't know that it is. Yeah, we'll just make sure they stay busy. We'll kick it up from normal speed. Did this make it back? Is it docked? It is docked. Did that change anything? No. Well, I mean, we need to increase the Thombolans are now pacifistic. That'll work out well for them. Let's go ahead and upgrade our ships. What else are we going to do? I don't see, there's not much point now. Well, I mean, just for territory, I suppose.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
What could we get? What would we want? We could try and build a border over here against the Jaskvas. How long till the Thombolans can get beat up again? I think that's a while. 2305, so 7 years. How do we expand? How do we grow? I am a build it wide kind of player.
Project complete.
Every time. Let's see. Do we want to make some claims? Myria, it's fine. We should go ahead and actually do something here. Do they have any really useful territories? Not interested in getting a border
Construction
with
project concluded.
the Ascendant Empire, whatever they call them, the Fallen Empires. What would I want to take? I'm honestly starting to think about abandoning the Izki League, but no, there's no reason to do that. I am so annoyed they took that particular location, though. There is no clean way through. Maybe these three. Actually, maybe these. So just 240. We take those, we get a bunch of research, expand our influence. This might not be 240 versus 320. Not that big a difference. I mean, it would be if I weren't swimming in influence right now. Do we want this terror? Actually, maybe not that one. Maybe that one instead of... Actually, that one instead of that one, maybe? I just really like... It's got terraforming. It's got a ton of science. Doesn't give us a border. Let's make claims. Let's go ahead and pull these guys over here. I want to actually make this into a starport. Good.
Construction project.
So, I mean, I think you can kind of see what's coming. They can probably see it too. 2301,
System
so that'll give
survey
us 4
concluded.
years to keep kind of growing, expanding. I'm not worried about food right now. We don't have any growth that we can do, so let's focus on... Let's get some science going. Tempted to actually take this
complete.
into an
Opening
engineering.
comms.
The ISKI one, an active sensor link.
Construction
Why?
project concluded.
Yeah, 30 years. No, ISKI, no.
Construction project
Not
concluded.
sure. I'm not sure you're operating in good faith. I feel like you really kind of stepped on my toes there a little bit. I think you know it. I think you know you did it too. That's the thing that really, that's what hurts me. That's why I'm not mad, just disappointed. What can we work on? There's really not a whole lot we can work on, which is good. That's fine. Maybe we can
Construction
go get that
project
back.
concluded.
I don't mind having a research agreement with them. We're equivalent, but we're not. We'll give you... Yeah, we're not going to give you systems. Maybe we'll just give you some straight up minerals. There. Do that for 20 years. I assume they took it. What do we have with the ISKI still? We're very friendly and we're very
Construction
equivalent.
project concluded.
And how about these guys? Yep, equivalent and cordial. We don't need to mess that up. We don't need to do anything that's going to unnecessarily tick off, you know, our allies. Particularly since we have, I mean, we do have other options. We'll grab that too. We'll go ahead and put a science lab there. Let's go ahead, since we're making a ton of money, I'm tempted to just bop this guy over. What is this? Military Academy. Do I want to replace that? Not sure that's terribly useful. What is that?
Research concluded.
Let us replace it with just a basic science lab because I think we can get more out of that. I forget why I put that there. And there was only food there. Yeah, let's do that. I want to replace that. And we got barrier point defense. That's great. I think we do want to go ahead and get hyperdrive now. And we do still have that tile that needs to be handled.
System survey
We
concluded.
want to put a gene clinic in. I don't think so. I still think we want to focus primarily on science where we can. Pulling these guys
Construction
over.
project concluded.
Excellent. That's finished. Throw a shipyard on there. And a crew quarters. We'll make that your home base and into orbit. Setting up for our next assault. Because their only entrances into our space are these 3 systems now. Since the ISKI no longer have... Oh, we're not paying attention to our construction ships. That's not smart. think I want to grab research stations over here. I think you want to do a research station too, since we can grab some more engineering, and that's where we're kind of struggling right now. Though we have already reduced that down to 75 months, which is better. Okay, this is bright now. Huh. That's so weird. It's like, oh, yeah, I got it. I figured it out.
Construction project
That's
concluded.
bizarre. Okay, now I do want to start building ships again, though. I think we need more Marauders.
Construction project concluded.
And maybe one more cruiser. That's perfect. I'll spend a ton of our resources. Jaskvad and the replicators are now all friendly. Good for them. Let's continue to let's do science. Yeah, I keep checking there like it's going to be something other than food. Maybe I'll upgrade one of these and replace the other one. Is that dumb? I don't know. That might be dumb. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Let's go ahead and clear this. We've got the money now. Money's pouring in pretty freely.
Construction project concluded.
I assume our constructors are doing work. The Nutrient Swarm is upset with this. I will try my absolute best to get over it. What have we got here? Oh yeah, that's what I want. Build a mining station right there. We're making 104 per turn right now. It's kind of good.
Construction project concluded.
I'm just remembering much earlier in the run where it was a very different conversation we were having about our mineral situation.
Construction project concluded.
Let's see. Increase of 4 per turn. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just... I kind of hate seeing the little arrows there.
Construction
Distracts me
project
every
concluded.
time.
Construction project concluded.
That answers my question. Do we want maybe 2 shipyards here? I don't see us using the gun batteries at all. Although a hangar bay. No, I'm not really using strike craft. Capacity I'm pretty happy with. We can always add that later.
A declaration of war has been announced.
The Han and the Kormathani. The Han.
Tile blocker cleared.
Kormathani. Here's the Han. Here's the Kormathani. Good luck, guys. It's a scary universe.
Construction
we
project
will
concluded.
build research stations there. Yep, that's that. Charmy's doing his
Construction
thing.
project concluded.
Charmy should build some armies. Go ahead and get a couple more armies in there. We are looking at, what is it? It's 2302, right? Is when we can go after them again.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, 2301. So we're getting close. We're getting close. We've got our fleet coming together. It's almost up to 10K now.
Construction project concluded.
We actually are getting finally close to where we might be able to clear out, start thinking about clearing out some of these. I really do want that Gaia world. That Gaia world is got to be our next target. So when we clear this out, one of the things we have to do is literally just have a science ship and a constructor ship right here. Because once that's gone, everybody can go try and get that. Ocean world and a tundra world. Those are not helpful. Desert world, ocean world. Where's this constructor?
Construction project concluded.
Let's build another thing here. 2322. Go ahead and build one here. Yeah, our fleet's all good. I think we'll split them apart right away.
Construction project
points.
concluded.
Let's look at that. Okay, hang on. First, habitability modifications. Change the preferred planet type of a species. Not sure I'm going to do that. It's interesting. Edict costs minus 15%. Not a bad idea. I think we'll take the upgrade cost reduction. You go ahead and build a bunch of mining stations. I was about to do something. What was I about to do? It was important-ish? Not that important, I guess. I feel like it had something to do with these guys. Maybe I was just planning that I was going to split up my fleets. Well, there's no point in doing it yet. We can do it when it's actually time to fight. And just take stuff out as quickly as possible. Yeah. I think in the long run, we want to push all the way through down here to the Jaskvaz. Love to land that Savannah world at some point. The Thombolins are still a long way, though I think we'll actually take a planet, maybe 2 planets in the next war. Take Damia and Ruland. Maybe one or the other. Let's see, this is... Can we see the planets fall? At least see how big they are?
Project concluded.
I'm assuming not. No, we don't. It's a size 14. And this one is a size... It's going to be even smaller, 11. Okay. Go ahead and just build all the mining stations there. Jeremy, what can you build? Science? Let's do science. Let's stay on point this time. And we'll do this one. We're getting a ton of physics research, which is great. This is down to 43 months, so that's pretty reasonable.
System survey concluded.
By comparison, at least. Transport fleet. And these guys... Oh, these guys are where? They're on Berno. We're not going to need an army for this next battle, because we're not going to be invading any actual planets. Which is frankly unfortunate as far as I'm concerned. I would love... Yeah, I've said it enough times, but it's worth repeating. I really would love to be able to expand our actual planetary surface, though honestly, we're doing good enough. I'm not sure how beneficial it would be.
Construction
overall.
project concluded.
Let's see. Go ahead and
Construction
do that.
project concluded.
And let's upgrade. Let's keep doing science. Scalish species is a most worthwhile addition to the galactic community. At this steam, we decided to bestow on you a generous gift of valuable minerals and resource. Yeah. Okay. 3,000 minerals? Okay, game, you're being like super great. I got an achievement for that. That's really nice. Thank you is the correct answer there. Let's turn that into a cruiser or two that we'll eventually use to blow them up. There we go.
Construction project
really
concluded.
like patronizing. I'm fine. Go for it. No, don't make claims. You want to give us a research? No, they didn't think so. No, not that patronizing. Patronize me all you want if that's what it looks like. I got no problems with that. Let's see. And that'll do it for down here. Nothing else we can build. So yeah, I'm glad. The Mawir. Oh, thanks for letting me know. It's time to go to war. Bad news, the Mawir. We are not inviting other attackers. So we're going to conquer our claims.
War declaration process.
We are going to split this fleet into two, not in. We're going to split. No, you get it. Like, I'm assuming you got that. There we go. And our guy died, so that's unfortunate, but manageable. Anything really useful? No, 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 no. Sure. That might come up. All right. Unpause. More science, please. He was 97. I should live so long. I would be very pleased to do so. My guess is this won't take very long, but who knows? Maybe they'll put up a fight. I don't know. They almost certainly closed borders with the Iski, so they're trapped.
Striking hostile station.
I think they, honestly, they did more damage to themselves. Because we can go through the Iski anytime we want. Let's send you over here. Let's send you over here. And then you go
Initializing
here.
hostile engagement protocols.
No. That was one of their science ships. And then you go here. Actually, no. You go here. And then here, and then here. What else can we upgrade? Oh yeah, that guy is. I think here we're going to do honestly another science lab. Until we have a good reason not to, that's the plan. Which is physics research everywhere you look. I wonder, I mean, at some point I assume we'll see a fleet of theirs. Have we, I doubt we've lost a ship. No,
Receiving
oh, that's right, because they
transmission.
split. Boy, it should be more into, like, it's, okay. Here's the problem I'm having with this, right? We've talked about it a number of times. This version of Stellaris clearly wants you to be more engaged in splitting up your fleet. That should be way more intuitive in the fleet manager, right? When I split up a fleet, it should recognize that this fleet is no longer just using its original template, right? I've split it, right? It should say, okay, well, you've split that, so now I'm going to carry that model over to this one that you've just added. But no, it confuses it all. It says, yep, you need 16 ships over here. I don't, Stellaris. I don't. I just don't. I don't understand why you're not getting this. I really hope, I don't know, maybe, I know there's a 2.02 patch coming. I don't think, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm assuming it's just plain old not out. I really hope it addresses some of that, because I gotta say, I'm finding the fleet manager just really frustrating. Particularly because I want to use it. Like, it makes total sense what it should be accomplishing and how it could be accomplishing those things. Pithok Freebrews. Attention, Scaleless, if you have need of others to fight your battles for you, that's great to know. I do not need that at all. Do not. Don't contact me again. Don't you ever talk to me like that again. Now I'm going to go take Zubin. I don't need to go that way. It's cool. I can go that way, I guess. Or I didn't know I could go that way, but now I do know that I can go that way.
Construction
Let's
project
go ahead and get
concluded.
you, grab that over there. We will keep grabbing science and science. And we will wait patiently as things happen, things progress. Another day, another war. The Scaling Collective does not seem to be punished, suffering any kind of diplomatic ill because of it. Like, my key allies remain my key allies, regardless of how sort of bloodthirsty and ruthless I am, which is just the way I would like it. I am not complaining about that. We don't have anything for our construction ships to do. Well, we could go here. Build some mining stations there. Is there anywhere
Construction
else?
project concluded.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, build that. No, that's, yeah. That would be interesting to also be able to expand this way.
Construction project
I don't know.
concluded.
That fallen empire
Construction
is
project
going to
concluded.
at some point be a problem. They may be nice to us now, but that is not going to be a permanent state for them. Cool. Good for you. Not that I think there are a lot of anomalies left, but you know, you never know. And here's the other thing. I don't know if I've lost a ship. I just can't tell correctly. They're 25 away from acceptance. I think we will then go ahead and grab that and then head home. And we'll see if that draws them out at all. I seriously doubt it. They're just really just kind of undefended here. And then when were we looking at the Thombolins again? 2305. So right around the corner. Kind of bouncing back and forth between the Moir and the Thombolins. Really just kind of taking territory without any serious concerns at this point. Getting to that part of the game where really I'm more worried about the events that are coming than I am about any of my immediate neighbors.
Construction project concluded.
Boy, and just more money than I can spend at the moment. We picked up our hyperdrive. That's awesome. We will grab gateway travel. Do we have any gateways that we're aware of? I don't think we do. I mean, I think there's some in nearby systems, like here. There's one in Senlock. Got one in Altaba over here. But there's just none nearby. Colony development speed is pointless. Planetary shield generator. Plasma accelerator. 0-point reactor. Might be nice since we're probably going to have... let's get the gamma lasers. Sure, we got a ton of that kind of research, so let's do it. What are we doing next? Probably not diplomacy. Further in we get, the less I care about diplomacy. The habitability increase of 10% is not a bad idea. Visitor center is also not bad because I think that gives unity. I'm not going to be forming a federation. So these are all really useless to me. Trust cap I don't really care about. Supremacy? Shipyard, claim influence, army damage, unity. Leak command is probably this. It's probably this. Harmony's nice. The Utopian Dream's not bad. Or the Paradise Dome, I mean. Lower unrest might be good if we start to invade planets. Leader lifespan. Not going to be in many defensive wars, I don't think. Growth speed's good. Domination is vassalization stuff, which I don't see us doing. Does this... Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I kind of like this demand vassalization thing. To eventually maybe grab both these guys and... Oh, we could potentially vassalize the Thombolins. That's interesting. Maybe we do this. Maybe we see if we can get that as the... What else is beneficial here? Empire leader capacity gets... We're getting to the point where that would be nice. If we get subjects, unity is pretty good. Adopting all domination traditions will mean that technology is shared between us and our vassals. Any technology that another party does not have. Well, we're going to be ahead. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the integration cost is either. There's not much here about integrating vassals. Still, also our vassals are going to hate us for a very long time. I do think maybe we go with supremacy. Maybe that's just who we are. It's not super exciting. Yeah. I like this idea of vassalization, but I don't think I'm going to go that way. We're going to do this. Done. Let's see. Back to the war. Meanwhile, in the war, we have all but one. So he's going to, let's see, if we repair fleet, good. If we repair fleet, good. And then we can upgrade both of them. More science. Yes, please. Good, good, good. And then we just wait for the clock to run out on these guys. We achieve war goals in...
A declaration of war has been announced.
But I didn't do it, so I don't understand. The Tizen are going to finish off the
Research
replicators.
concluded.
That doesn't put them in a war at all with these guys, right? They didn't get that far. It was just a non-aggression pact. Command center.
Construction project concluded.
Fleet command limit. Could just get chemical bliss and get it out of the way. Still don't care about hydroponic farms. I'm sick of seeing this one. I really am. Let's just study it. Fine. It's fine. I'm kind of trying to get rid of some of those technologies that have just been sitting around forever. You two merge up, please. And hopefully that will put that all back in order. 2 away. We're at 10K now. Is our fleet manager back to normal? No, it's not. You don't have any ships.
Construction project
I swear
concluded.
to God I do. I swear to God I do. I really promise you I do. At least they're upgrading at the right place. The Tizen and the Jask and Faz. That's troubling. Makes sense since they're now have a... Well, they don't have a border, but they have shared enemies in Myria.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
And that's it. That's a war.
System survey concluded.
This is closer now. Okay, so we did lose some ships? I don't feel like we lost any ships. Certainly not one of everything, but fine. I want to upgrade that anyway. So we have pushed through. The poor Mawir are in a shambles. So I think the next thing we do is move our fleet down here. Get them ready to, you know. And by you know, I mean blow up the Thombolins. It really is just kind of back and forth, isn't it? I can increase our money, increase our science. We don't have any more construction we can do with our construction ships. The Han has declared Kormathani their rival. Good for them. We can grab a couple of things here and there. Nothing really exciting. This is all
Research
done.
concluded.
This is all taken care of. Battleships are done. That's what we'll do. We'll wrap it up. 2 things I want to do, and then we're going to wrap it up. First, the species. Did I forget to do a thing? I forgot to do a thing. Continue to modify those robots. Let's get a Star Fortress. I think we'll be building those sooner rather than later. Okay, so we do have this, so we can probably get rid of. We don't have any picks left. Consumer goods or migration speed. I think we're going to get rid of that. As I think that will be what we get from now on as far as new pops. Is that right? Can I rename them? Yeah. We'll give them a... Just so we can tell the difference. The Scalisi. Oh, battleships. That was it. Let's make a battleship real quick. And then we'll call it an episode. New design. Whew. think I would like a good blend. And do I want a hangar? I kind of want a hangar. Kind of want to get some what do you call those things? Just essentially escort ships. I'll find it in a second. You call those strike craft. Well, you're only when I need to upgrade that. Long average damage 30, range is 80, range is 100. Increased shield damage, increased armor damage. I think we'll take the railgun. Do we care about plasma throwers at all? I don't think we do. It's going to be that. We're going to throw some shields on there. Half and half as far as I'm concerned. And shield capacitor, maybe? No, I like this. Chance to increase the chance to hit and put some afterburners on there. And we'll call this one the Annihilator. Have I used that one yet? We'll see. We'll find out. 1,700 per to build this puppy, but state of the art. Yeah, I already used that name. I'm really creative. We will call this one the Sanguine. Sanguine class. That's a terrible name too. Again, just not my strength. We all have things we're good at. Naming combat ships is just not in my list. And that's going to do it for this episode of Stellaris. Kind of a chill episode, even though we completely had a war. Yeah, but still, I mean, we're kind of clipping along now. Things feel really under control. If anything, that war actually slowed us down a little bit. I think you can kind of begin to see how rampant expansion, and part of that's just we have our fleet out and not in dock. And so that makes things a little trickier. But rampant expansion really can kind of mitigate your ability to bring in income. But I'm not that worried about it. We've got things pretty well under control. Short term, Thombolins are up next. We'll have to, I think we will grab these as our, that's what I'm thinking for now, so that we can put a frontier on the Zakblot. Not that they have any planets anywhere near the border we'd have. God, everybody just hid their planets. Why don't you have planets? Why don't you people have planets you can give me? Honestly. Until next time, as always, my name is Sean Sands. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you again real soon.